And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Yes, it's definitely a good morning. We got some great news to go over. I don't know why my screen looks kind of blue. It's weird. What if I adjust something here? Um, Man, I got a story for you. You're gonna love it. You will. First, I want to say, if anybody has any issues, there we go. Now the color. If anybody has any issues with this channel, I want you to contact, and I'm going to put it in here. Better Business Bureau. If you don't get nothing back when you make a comment or send a feedback like, hey, YT, quit messing with this or that, then I want you to go to this www.bbb.org. I'm pretty sure that's it. Let me check again on my computer. I'm going to go there myself right now. Start filing complaints with this company because they really take care of things. I've already filed a complaint with them. So if you do it also, that'll be very powerful. I'm telling you, you won't have any more issues anymore with this platform because www.bbb as boy, so bbb.org. There you can scroll down to, it says right on the front page, file a complaint. You click on that. I'd like to share an experience about a business. I want to warn, it gives you different options you can pick. I want to file a complaint and have Better Business Bureau help me get my resolution. I'd like to share an experience about a business. So there's different options. There's like 4 different ones. Go ahead and I picked the first one where it says, I'd like to file a complaint against a business like YT and have the BBB help me get a resolution to my problem. If they got influxed with like 1,000 people with this particular deal, now make sure you make it clear this is for YT channel, the Crypto Hulk. And the more they keep seeing boom, 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 all these people complaining, then we're going to get done. We're going to get this thing taken care of. All right. Or if you just want to, they'll probably want to ask you, did you try to resolve it with YT first? So, I mean, at least make one effort, send YT one feedback. And if they don't fix it within like 24 hours, then you can go to the BBB. That's a big deal if they get 500, 1,000 people complaining about this channel because YT is messing with it, and then you're a paying customer. You're a paying customer, and you don't get what you pay for. That's illegal. Okay, so it's working. The channel seems to be getting a little bit better, but we got to keep on this, okay? Because obviously this is not happening on other channels. So somebody does not want you to see what's going on here. They don't want you notified and all these other things. Okay, Armor of God. I've got a show. Well, first off, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. Everything on the show is fake. Don't listen to a word I say. My goal is to financially get you destroyed, okay? If I tell you to buy something, don't buy it. There you go. There's your disclaimer. This next article, let me find it and screen share the link so you can click. Some people like to read the article as I read through it. Just for that. Tequila Fun 2. Thanks very much for that. Morning motivation at 6:30 in the morning. Let me find the article here. God, like normal now. I mean, I'm not going to complain. There's a lot of dang news. And I've got is it that one? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Now this one, I got the one article and I got a lot of links for it because this is a massive deal right here. This is where the biggest banks in the world are jumping in on this particular crypto. And you got to see, I want you to see how they're disguising it. Now, there might be, I know that there's a crypto or two in this story. Remember, you got the XRP ledger that everything runs on. It was given to the World Wide Web Consortium by Ripple. Makes no sense why Ripple, well, it does make sense because they had this planned all along. But Ripple gave the XRP ledger to the World Wide Web Consortium. And that's what the whole world's going to be using. This whole system is getting set up. This was done like 10 years ago. They've already known that this is going to happen. Okay, all this was planned, like the pandemic. All right, let's get into this here, Crypto Hulk. Time's ticking, Crypto Hulk. I got to go to work after this, so speed it up there, buddy. Or I only got a half-hour lunch break, Crypto Hulk. Speed it up. Blockchain bank payment solution, Tassat, Tassat Pay, Tassat Pay logs 1 trillion transactions. Are you hearing me? Whoo-wee, Lordy, have mercy. Tassat Pay, a blockchain payment solution deployed by 6 US banks. Gee, I really wonder who those 6 banks are. It has passed the 1 trillion transaction mark. Oh my goodness, with 150 billion processed this January. The solution launched in 2019. So like 4 years ago, and it enables bank balances to be tokenized. This is amazing right here that we're listening to this, okay? It's going to be amazing when you finally find out who the hell is behind all this. This will be a short program today, like really short, so you might want to pay attention. So it started in 2019, and it enables bank balances to be tokenized. Think of all the banks, all the money. Are you knowing where this is going, folks? All the bank balances to be tokenized. Supporting Tassat Pay supports 24/7 real-time payments between customers and the bank. Last year, it also launched the Digital Interbank Network. Oh, really now, did it? We're going to go over that article after this. And I got a bunch of good supporting documents. So this Tassat Pay and all these 6 banks that we've heard about, we don't know who they are on purpose, because you'd be buying the crypto right now if you knew. They launched the Digital Interbank Network. We're going to find out what the Digital Interbank Network is. Trust and believe. Actually, the show won't be short. My mistake. There, some of the customers are Cogent customers in Western Alliance as a group. I looked that up. There's no Ripple connection that I found. All Tassat Pay clients are FDIC insured. Oh, so they've got to be, see, Tassat Pay has to be on the up and up, because they're going to have, Tassat Pay is going to have the banks of the world tokenize all their deposits. Like, holy God. And they're FDIC insured. Well, shit. They must be a super legitimate company or something, Crypto Hulk, because if that's FDIC, then that's major. Yeah, we're going to find out. We'll keep going down. There's a lot of little rabbit holes here. Signature Bank, which I looked up, I couldn't find any Ripple connection. Signature Bank has grabbed headlines of the 6 banks. Now I want to know who these fucking 6 banks are, using Tassat Pay because its crypto clients use the permissioned blockchain. Oh, so now stop for a minute. We know that this is now a permission. Tassat Pay is a permissioned blockchain. We all know the XRP ledger is open and permissionless. Now, maybe they're using I'm just going to throw it out there, Ripple private ledger. You got to have permission to use that one, don't you? Yeah, Crypto Hulk, good idea. During a recent earnings call, Signature shared details about its Tassat-powered Signet Bank. Well, that would be interesting to know. Signature said that crypto clients make the most transactions in terms of dollar value, but cargo shipping, so now we're getting into the cargo ships. This kind of involves supply chain logistics. I'm kind of let down that VeChain's not mixed up in this, but oh well, because I got some VeChain. Signature said that, but cargo shipping comes first for the number of transactions on the blockchain network. Typically, shipments might arrive like from a ship outside of banking hours. And the ability to make an instant payment allows the release of the cargo. Payroll firms rank 3rd in transaction volumes. So cargo shipping is a big, big deal for this Tassat Pay. And again, I wish that was VeChain, but let's move on. Tassat Pay says it has developed, now listen to this, 20 use cases. Oh my God, this is a monster. This is a monster, okay? Tassat says is have more than 20 use cases. In addition to logistics, oh man, supply chain, let's VeChain. These include mortgage, oh wow, warehousing, supply chain, commercial construction, and private equity capital calls. Other US blockchain payment networks include JP Morgan, Ripple tie-in, USDF Consortium. I looked into Jam FinTop, couldn't quite figure out anything with that. Says at the bottom here, JP Morgan also backed the Singapore-based Partior. If you know anything about Singapore, Ripple works with the Singapore government, just saying, okay? And so does JP Morgan works with Ripple. So there's some tie-in. Now we're starting to see some tie-in. Let me check some comments, and I'm going to the next page of the program here. Veronica says, good morning. Arbuckle. David is from Arbuckle, California. Finally live. DB Tech's finally live. What up, family? This is Charles Looney. Yo, Hulk. Deep Muff Dive. All right, back on to the next page. Now I'm going to send you this. Now we're going to figure out what the Interbank payments network is. So far, we know that there's 20 use cases for this. This has got to be massive. Now, again, I want to let you know, different cryptos do different things. I don't have all the answers with what's going on here with this company, but we do know that you can have Ripple and Stellar working together to accomplish something. You could have 3, 4, 5 cryptos, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to get all this work done. There's no one crypto that's going to do anything. So XRP will not be doing all of this. It's not. XRP is designed for payments. And then you got like mortgage this and then shipping logistics. So this is going to what I believe, and I'm just guessing, this is just my opinion. I have no fact to base this on. But I know that like VeChain does supply chain logistics. There's different cryptos that will do different functions. And we know that some of the cryptos, we read off about Algorand like a couple weeks back, and they kind of gave us what Algorand would do. I didn't write that down. I should have, and I messed up. I try to keep notes on things. I don't know if anybody remembers or if you guys keep notes. I told you that Algorand, was it for, I don't know if it was for derivatives or not. It was something. And I'm like, boom, right there. That's what Algorand is going to be used for. But let me move on. So you got that link right there. Let's go start this. Tassat's blockchain interbank payment network goes live with 3 banks. Let me go through here. Tassat. Now I'm going to kind of skim a little bit. I looked up Cogent Bank. Like I said before, Western Alliance. I didn't see any Ripple tie-ins there. They're talking about 24/7. We know that I just said it's a private permissioned blockchain technology. That's going to be the Ripple private ledger, in my opinion. Can deliver the power. Okay, without the need to discard or replace the trusted U.S. banking system. Now, this is kind of weird. I could have sworn, wasn't this a United Kingdom based? No. Let's talk about the U.S. So I don't think that this Tassat Pay, I believe this to be a United States company. Let me go on. So they're talking about, and that's what Ripple, see the difference between the payment cryptos, XRP, XLM, and XDC, they're not trying, like Bitcoin and these others, to replace banks or whatever. It's a technology that banks can use to speed up things. It's not a competition. And when people finally get that, when the banks finally get it, they're like, oh, Ripple's not going to take us over. No, dummy. They're working with you, to help other people lower the cost. Ripple is like banks. I'm trying to save you trillions of dollars. Ripple's not trying to rip you off. See, that's the key with Ripple. And this group right here, see now that these banks get it, okay? These, and I'm going to show you. There's so many banks involved. There's like 14 or something involved in this. Well, that's in my next articulo. But especially when we get into this finality article next. Oh man. So this Tassat Pay is not trying to take over banks. Let's see. They say the banking system in America has been around for 100 years. The solution separate from Tassat Pay, which uses blockchain for payments. All three banks are Tassat Pay. So this is a massive company that's coming up. Turning to the Interbank report, three banks are live. So they got six. So I looked. They mentioned some of these banks here: the Byline Bank, California Bank of Commerce, Emprise Bank. I'm not seeing the Ripple tie-ins. I know that they're there. But now here's where it starts. Here where the rabbit hole starts getting a little deeper. And this is where I found, after reading this article, I'm like, huh. Well, they're doing 1 trillion transactions. I'm not seeing any Ripple connection. And then boom, right near the end, here's where they give up the goods. And here's where it starts getting exciting. I've got notes. Man, do I got a lot of notes. All of a sudden here, see, if you look at this article in the beginning, this Tassat Pay, you're like, well, that's not a big deal. I'm not seeing anything that's interesting here. Oh, and that's how they have it designed. But they don't know about Crypto Hulk and his Spider-Man investigation skills, or the Crypto Hulk investigation skills. Here's where it starts getting very interesting. And then we get to find out what's the whole secret about this multi-trillion-dollar. Here we go. Several blockchain-based interbank payment networks are in progress around the world. Oh, are they? Well, let me repeat that. Several blockchain. Hold on a minute. This is. Turn this ringer off right now. Several blockchain-based interbank. That means joining together. Payment networks are in progress around the world. Listen to this. 17 large institutions have backed United Kingdom based Finality. Bam, right there. This is where the match lit the barn on fire with this whole Tassat Pay. Now they start dropping all the information, and here's where I start showing you all the Ripple connections. Okay. I don't know everything about this, but I can show you all the Ripple connections. I can sniff like a hound, a bloodhound, and I know there's money in this thing right here. Listen to this. Check it out. 17 large organizations have backed United Kingdom's based Finality. So now they bring in this Finality. They're talking about Tassat Pay. And then all of a sudden, right at the end, where most people never look, they read the first half of an article or whatever, and they don't bother to keep digging, but I do. So they mentioned Finality. Oh God, that's going to be the next page I'm going to show you here. You're not going to believe this shit. But Finality, which aims to launch this month. When is this article done? Okay, about 8 months ago. Finality is launching about 6, 8 months ago. In Singapore, Ripple partner, JP Morgan, Ripple partner, and DBS Bank, Ripple partner. Oh, geez. And I just started. So now we're seeing that this Tassat Pay is linked in with Finality. This is going to get massive right now. So it talks about is targeting Interbank, USDF consortium is targeting interbank payments for community banks in the United States. Visa, Ripple partner, see where I'm going with this? Launched its, and it kind of just ended right there, the article. I've already shown you all the screenshots for Visa. I didn't put them up here today, being a Ripple partner. Let me check these comments, and I'll go to the last page and show you all these connections. Eric M, thanks for that donation. Hulk is the ultimate FUD destroyer. Yeah. Veronica gifted, which is my moderator, Veronica gifted 1 Crypto Hulk membership. Oh, dang. Veronica gifted another 1 Crypto Hulk membership. Wow, that's very cool. That's pretty amazing when people do that kind of stuff. Wow. All right. Let me show you the last page. This one's going to take a little while. I took notes because if I were to read this next page, it's going to take too long. So I'm going to show you the short version, even though it's not short. And I'm going to show you the power, the investigation that I did last night. I was looking, man. I'm telling you. Whew. Then I found this. Let's start on this one. Here's where everything falls into place. Here's where I got the title to my show. Digital coin, it says finalities, and then here's the title of the show. Digital coin set to shake up the wholesale banking. Oh my God. Now this article is from almost 3 years ago. They were talking about this 3 years ago. Why? How does this all relate? Because this Tassat Pay is tied in to the Finality, which started 3 years ago. Here's where it all comes together. The Tassat article was like yesterday. So that ties into 3 months ago. 3 years ago. I got my notes. You're not going to believe the shit that I've written down. Let me start in on this. Now I'm reading off my notes because I'm not going to read this whole thing they got. It's going to take me like 20, 30 minutes. This digital coin is set up to shake up the wholesale banking. The banking infrastructure is on the verge of being dramatically transformed. They were saying this. So far, we've seen a couple Ripple tie-ins here. They were saying 3 years ago, the banks were admitting, in this article, you can read it, the banks were admitting 3 years, you wouldn't know it now, you would not know it now, but they're hiding all this. The banking is on the verge of dramatically being transformed. Among the early leaders of tokenization, cross-border payments with instant settlement is Finality. Finality is the leader, everybody, of the banking collapse in the world. Okay. Second paragraph. So all this stuff was in the first. What I'm doing is I'm going paragraph by paragraph. So later, if you want to watch the show, stop it, read the paragraph, and see what my comments were on each. You can do that. Second paragraph is what I'm going to talk about now. I'm reading off my notes. Finality was established by some of the world's biggest banks. I've never really heard of Finality. That's very interesting, huh? Finality was founded to create a network of decentralized a decentralized network. Oh, that's what XRP Ledger is. A decentralized financial market infrastructure to deliver the means of payment on-chain wholesale. Wholesale's key because that's what Ripple is, okay? This is achieved by Finality Utility Settlement Coin, the FSC. So if I say FSC, that's Finality's Utility Settlement Coin. Oh, this might be one of those utility cryptos, Crypto Hulk. You think so? I think payment cryptos like Ripple and shit and Finality Coin are going to be called utility tokens. They might be like stable tokens that are utility. It's the same as we were reading last night. Third paragraph mentions UBS Bank. Third paragraph, UBS Bank, Ripple partner. Fourth paragraph, if you're following along, USC will issue USCs, like a coin that can be converted. Oh, so now we're talking about a coin that converts, very interesting, into paired currency. So it's kind of like a digital exchange. Gee, I wonder where they're getting this from. Ripple Liquidity Hub, baby. They have instantaneous, oh, just like Ripple's, instant, nothing's faster than XRP, XLM, and XDC. Instantaneous clearing and settlement. Well, the only cryptos that we know that have instant settlement are the 3Xs. Paragraph number 5. Read the first half of paragraph showing all of the Ripple partners. Here we go. Let me count down 5 paragraphs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and oh my God, here we go. But okay, I got to shorten this. The company, so here, listen to this. Finality's 14 founding shareholders. So if a shareholder means ownership in a company, I'm going to give you a list of Ripple partners that have bought shares of Finality. They got skin in the game. Okay. This is fucking massive right here. This is a bomb. UBS Bank, Ripple partner. Banco Santander, Ripple partner. And I'll show you all the proof. I got the the slides up at the top here to show you when I'm all done. We'll click through them and I'll give you all the links. Ripple is so fucking in deep with this Finality shit and all these massive banks, the biggest banks in the world. Bank of New York Mellon, the oldest bank in the United States, Ripple partner has bought shares of Finality. Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, Ripple partner. Now it mentions Commerce Bank. I couldn't find any Ripple tie in there. Credit Suisse, Ripple partner. ING, couldn't find nothing. KBC Group, I don't know if I found anything there. Lloyd's Banking Group bought shares into Finality. All these massive banks. Mitsubishi Financial Group, MUFG, Ripple partner. You got NASDAQ. You have the Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, Ripple partner. And you got State Street, Ripple partner. This is fucking crazy. Okay. All these massive banks have bought portions. They own portions of Finality. And all these massive banks are all Ripple partners. Gee, Finality must be running on a little bit of XRP, don't you think? And since Finality is tied in with Tassat Pay, guess what? Tassat Pay is running on fucking RippleNet, okay? With the XRP. That was the 5th paragraph. Let's go to the 6th paragraph. My notes say USC will be supported by participating all the Ripple banks, basically, where the tokenized assets of these banks, oh my God, the tokenized assets of all the banks that I just mentioned there are going to be backed by cash and they're going to have crypto, okay, in central banks' accounts. The USC will be 100% backed by fiat. Each USC token is denominated in US dollars. Very interesting. Paragraph number 7. USC is similar to Ethereum, but it isn't. They won't tell us what they're using. Now, I want you to remember something. They go in here and they start talking about Ethereum. So you're thinking, oh, well, damn, it's an Ethereum. No, it's not Ethereum. You got to be very, USC is similar to that of the Ethereum platform, but it's not Ethereum. Let's get that very clear. I want to tell you something. If you know anything about the history of Ripple, Ripple was designed first, then Vitalik Buterin. Then after Ripple was, the platform was given to the World Wide Web or somewhere in there, maybe before they gave it away, Vitalik Buterin went to San Francisco at Ripple Labs, slept on the couch of Stefan Thomas for 3 weeks while Vitalik Buterin studied XRP Ledger. He then left and from the XRP Ledger created Ethereum using all the basis for XRP. That's how it's similar. Because they're not using Ethereum, because it's similar to Ethereum, because why? Ethereum came from XRP Ledger. Okay? Right here, if you don't know what I just said, you'd miss this reading the article by yourself. That's why I read articles to you, so I can bring out all the stuff you don't see, okay? So they basically told us again, it's not Ethereum, because Ethereum basically came from XRP. Just letting you know. Paragraph number 8. The USC coin will reportedly be focused on specific areas. It enables the digital assets to be used for meeting margin calls. Listen to this. Here we go. This is massive right now. This coin will be used for derivatives trading. Oh my God. Okay. Now we're kind of getting there. Actually, now we've got there. Okay. Derivatives is where you get a $10,000 XRP. Okay. 9th paragraph. USC will be transformational for trading. That's big money, stock markets, derivatives, all these things. Like, this is like crazy property value. It talked about mortgage stuff, didn't it? Oh my God, it's got 20 use cases. This Finality with the Tassat Pay and all that shit's gonna have 20 use. Oh, it's everything. It's probably XRP, and they're using all the ISO cryptos, probably HBAR, Algorand, all this stuff. Whoo way. Let me check some comments, and then I'm gonna start dropping all the bombs, and then we're done. True facts. Morning, Aussies. Good morning, Aussie. Great way to start the day with facts. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start dropping like 10 articles right now. So I said in there that JP Morgan is a Ripple partner. Well, let's say they work together really tight. Okay. Here's your JP Morgan. JP Morgan joins forces with Ripple partner Al Faradon Exchange. There you go. So they're pretty much working, they're using Ripple. Okay, JP Morgan. Just thought I'd put that one out there for you. I told you earlier about DBS Bank. This is the massive proof. This is where all the stuff that I was saying comes true right now. Singapore. What do we got going on with Singapore? Because Singapore kept getting popped up in there, right? In those couple articles. What can we see from Singapore, everyone? DBS Bank joins Ripple partner R3 Contour Finance. And they're talking about Singapore. On May 11th, Singapore's DBS Bank, Ripple partner. You could read the articles on your own. I can't do that. Here's another article on Singapore. What does this article say? Exclusive. Singapore is a country. Singapore, it didn't say any specific bank here. Singapore, the country, to develop Ripple XRP powered invoice trading platform. The government of Singapore is utilizing Ripple's XRP to set up their stock exchanges and trading platforms. That's when you get all the money. When you tokenize all the big boys' money, oh shit, we're looking at $10, $20, $30,000 XRP. Okay? None of this 39-cent bullshit. Now, this is just one example, again, of Singapore. Here we go, another Singapore article. The reason I'm showing these to you is because this is how it's going to be around the world. Singapore is the only country that has guts to do this and just put it out there. Everybody else is hiding. They're chicken shit, all right? New people, I highly suggest looking through all these articles that I'm posting so you know how deep Ripple XRP is. This lawsuit ain't a fucking thing at all. It's a fucking joke. Joke. It's to distract new people. This lawsuit is a distraction method to get everybody out. Here's the Finextra article. Banks embrace Ripple. We scroll down to the first sentence. UBS, Ripple partner. Santander, Ripple partner. Here's the CIBC. That's the Canadian bank. Ripple partner. I can keep going on and on. I'm not afraid of this fucking lawsuit. Hey, it's actually a good thing because some of you guys can get this XRP while it's cheap. You better say, like, thank God for this lawsuit because it's my last chance to get cheap XRP, man. That's how I look at it. Okay, next article that I'm dropping right here. Santander partners with Ripple. So that's a bank that was mentioned in those articles that we said. And here is the BNY Mellon connection. BNY Mellon is on a Ripple page and it says reinventing payments. So there's your connection to BNY Mellon. America's oldest bank is BNY Mellon. They also custody a shit ton of cryptos and stuff. And they're going to be custodying stocks, bonds, and everything like everybody else will. And that's when we're fully loaded rich. All right. Barclays. I believe the article mentioned the bank Barclays. Ripple and Barclays worked together for an accelerator project. This was done back about 3 years ago. So Barclay, they were learning how to use XRP. It says here for a new remittance startup that will use XRP. You have Ripple and Barclays working together to use XRP. I'm not afraid of no lawsuit when I start seeing all this shit. I see the lawsuit and it has the word distraction working all over it. How is Ripple able to just go around the whole world making all these deals like this if they were a fucked up company? The only thing that's fucked up is Gary Gensler, right? So here we have the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, clearly Ripple partner. You can look through that. In the article, they mentioned Credit Suisse. Let me show you proof that Credit Suisse is a Ripple partner. Bam, there you go with that. Credit Suisse. What do we got here? Lloyd's. We got Lloyd's Bank. Lloyd's Bank was written in there. That's Lloyd's of London. They're like one of the oldest banks in the world. They do a lot of insuring. I'm going to show you this article right here. Oh, I was doing a lot of research. Let me tell you, I got like not a lot of sleep. Look at this article. If you go into the it talks about Finastra, Ripple partner. Ripple's all over this thing. IBM's tied in with Stellar through the Hyperledger project and these kinds of things. That's a Ripple. I mean, the guy that made Stellar also made XRP Ripple. Third paragraph. Lloyd's Bank has completed the United Kingdom's first transaction utilizing a digital promissory note purchase. Tell me that's not done. Like, you got Ripple all over this page, and then Lloyd's Bank is right in there. So I'm going to say that Lloyd's Bank is using Ripple technology. Lloyd's Bank is in London, and that brings us into the Bank of England, which is a Ripple partner. They tested the Bank of England. This is the Bank of England website. As you can see, they did a Ripple proof of concept. What this was back only like 6 years ago, the Bank of England tested XRP, and it passed their test for what Bank of England would need for a crypto. Ripple passed their test, by the way. Of course, they're not going to use it, right? Oh, yeah, absolutely not. And then finally, there's a lot of. Here's the final end of the show post. I mentioned in there about Ripple's Japanese banks. You got Sumitomo Mitsui, MUFG. That's a Ripple partner, by the way. So what I just showed you is all about Ripple technology. The names have changed. The game's still the same. You got Tassat Pay, LinkedIn, with Finality, and all the shit is all Ripple. All these banks jumped in. All these banks bought into this. They got skin in the game. It's all Ripple, XRP, XDC. Don't give a F about a lawsuit, okay? Someone made a video shouting you out for being correct over a year ago about the staking BS. Yeah, it was the one, what's his name? 1L King or something. I watched the video. Yeah, I mean, that's fine if he wants to quote my stuff, just as long as he says where he got it from. I have no problem with that. And if he comes up with something cool, like that's what I do. I post everywhere I get something, I post it up along the top of the screen. And if some people use my stuff or whatever, that's fine. I usually find my own news. I don't watch anybody anymore. I used to, because now I'm at a point where I just don't need any other channel. I mean, my investigation skills are pretty good, and I can read an article and start going down different rabbit holes, and then boom, that's how I found this one. You know, if you first read the Tassat Pay, you'd be like, well, what the fuck does this have to do with Ripple? And you look at it, and you have even a somewhat knowledgeable crypto person would say like, well, I see no Ripple tie-in here. Well, that's not Crypto Hulk. Because when I go in, I go deep diving, and I found out 14 Ripple banks are all into Tassat Pay via Finastra or Finality. So there you have it. Hulk is keeping us on our toes this morning. We need more coffee or booze. Well, it's too early for Crypto Hulk. It's what time is it? 7:11 right now. It's I would never be, but then again, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. So I had my LPL hardware wallet battery explode. I did nothing but sit in my drawer. Well, sucks being you. No, I'm not being rude with that. Just I can't recommend LPL. I can't recommend Trezor or whatever. Just I have a ledger and that's all that I got. I mean, I'm not recommending. I'm just saying that's what I have. Fernando Orlando. Hulk, YouTube actually kept me from donating to you as a member, so I started another YT account. Obtained another membership to send my appreciation. Fernando, I want you to go to the Better Business Bureau and file a formal complaint about this. This is what my standard is going to be: www.bbb, that's boy, bbb.org. You are to file a formal complaints on the front page. It's real quick and easy. You can do that. Give them your information. Tell them you watch YT, but spell it out. And you watch The Crypto Hulk. And this would be a reoccurring problem. You're a paying member, and they won't allow you services. So that's a fraud charge. You want to file fraud. And I will be recommending that to every single person now. We're going straight up BBB, baby. And that's it. Anybody has a problem, Better Business Bureau. Okay. And more people it'll free you up. This is a free country. YT should not be in the business of stealing people's money. Okay. That's illegal. So now we start reporting this shit and we're going to get some results here. It seems like we tried reporting to YT. They're not really responding as much as we need. So now we have to take it up another level. Another level after that, litigation in court. That's where this ends up if we have to keep doing this bullshit. Okay. I had my original account ghosted by YT for watching this program. Have you the same thing? Again, Underpass 61, go to the BBB, file a formal complaint, mention my eventually they're gonna at the BBB, they're gonna keep hearing about all this YT and the Crypto Hulk thing and be like, what the fuck's going on over there? That's gonna cause them to investigate this. The more you file these complaints, they're gonna be on that like flies on horse shit, okay? And they're gonna be all over this and they're gonna request. So this is where state attorney general offices come in, do investigations on YT. When enough people complain to the BBB, they make a phone call to the feds or something, say, hey, I think something's going on over here. Let's do an investigation. That's when it starts getting ugly, okay? Not for me, okay? That's BBB doesn't play around. Exactly. I need you all to file complaints. Even if you had one problem, file a complaint, okay? Let's get this done. I've been dealing with this crap for 3 years, okay? I've been jammed up every day for 3 years from this channel, okay? They deleted one of my channels. Even if you were not a paying member of my channel, if you were affected, if you were watching my show when it got deleted, you don't even have to be a member. File a complaint with the BBB because you're watching a public platform that just takes away channels for no reason, and you were learning from my channel, and that's how you were affected. So Tiny Dog says token price will not increase until the network is being used, like having a highway. So, like I said, with tokens, as they tokenize, we're in this stage. Look, the adults are going to get rich first. Okay, that's how shit works. We're the kids waiting for scraps at the table. They're going to push everybody out, like you and me. They're going to push us all out. In the future, you'll have to be an accredited investor, probably worth at least 10 million bucks or something like that. It won't be like a million anymore. It'll be like 10. You won't be able to get the crypto unless it's the shitty kind nobody wants. And all of us people who had stuff on hardware wallets will be safe because all the dummies have their shit on exchanges because they're watching all these other shit channels. Okay. And I've got to get going. Grace and truth, just get a hardware wallet. Don't mess around with these fucking software wallets. All right. So once everything is put on the blockchain of XRP, the more stuff that's put on it, the value just goes right up. And then they're start backing with gold, silver. We're on the right track now. I think the jet, they're starting up we're on a runway and we're ready to take off to Richville. Okay. We're on the jet. They started up the motors, the jet turbines. They just started to spin. That's where we're at right now in this journey. Okay. I gotta go. I got to take somebody to some medical appointments and they got to go deal with something at the bank because they're having a big problem. So that's what I do. I put out fires in my life. So yeah, that's it. Everybody make sure you please file with the BBB. I want this channel to just blow out. And I want everybody to have access to my channel because we don't have a lot of time. I'm trying to reach people with the truth and they don't even need to pay. They can just watch the damn show because once this thing goes, you're not getting no $5 XRP. It's going from 0 to hero. It's going to bypass. It's going to go from 35 cents to like probably $1,000, bam, right overnight. Or maybe even like right up to bam, $10,000 like that. Then all of a sudden the laws change, flip, boop, you can't buy it anymore. You're done. Oh, if you want to buy it, you got to be worth $10 million though. That's how this goes. Yeah, then I got to go work out on top of that. Like right now, I got to do some legs. Not looking forward to it. KG, welcome to the members video live stream. Absolutely. I got to go. I'm like way over right now. I'll see everybody. I'm going to try to, I got a PM show I'm working on. I think I can pull it off. Yeah, I think I can pull it off. But anyhow, with that, I'll see you all in my next broadcast.